Hello.
Hi. Do you hear
Hi,
me?
how are you? Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Great. Yes, I
Awesome.
can.
Awesome. Let's put this away. Uh, it is so great to have you here. Awesome. I really do appreciate. It's a privilege. Thank you for honoring my invitation. Let me just greet our audience and then we'll start. Good afternoon, good morning in all parts of the world that you may be. This is Calvin Mosiooa. I'm coming live on Facebook from South Africa, Johannesburg. I am doing one of my live presentations where we invite guests. We sit and we chat about ONPASSIVE. We just speak from the heart, really, about ONPASSIVE. The reason why we're having these presentations and interviews is just to sort of share the opportunity with as many people as we can. We sit here just to show people that, this is a company with real people, people who have seen the vision that our CEO has brought forward. So welcome everybody for joining us and all those who are going to be watching the recorded session later. With me is a lady from Germany, one of our leaders, who does the very same thing that we do about ONPASSIVE. We are so in love with the business, the opportunity, where we share. Angie, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. Is it correct?
It's okay.
Yes,
I'm a local
absolutely,
friend here. Yeah.
absolutely. Can you just say hi to the audience and introduce yourself, please, my dear?
So, hi everyone. My name is Angie from Germany. I am a member of the Leadership Council and I'm a founder. And yeah, I don't know what you want to know about me.
Now we will just introduce yourself like that. That we know that you're from Germany. You're a member in leadership council. How long have you been a member of ONPASSIVE?
1.5 years now.
1.5 years. That is
Mhm.
awesome. Myself, I've been a member as I'm going on 10 months now, since the 13th of November 2020. It has been an awesome experience, an awesome ride, excitement like I've never known, and things are about to get heated. We know it's a month of October. In ONPASSIVE, we know what's going to be happening this month. So yeah, really, we are all excited. Angie, uh, the question that is always asked when we talk to people about ONPASSIVE, when we share the opportunity, and I know that I've learned to know that asking someone what ONPASSIVE is, that is such a broad question, because ONPASSIVE has so many moving parts. But I'll have to pose it to you, my leader. What is ONPASSIVE to you when you explain it to somebody who has got no idea what the business is?
For me, ONPASSIVE is a gift. It's a one of a kind opportunity. That is how I introduce ONPASSIVE. I start with the vision and what impact we will make on the planet and the products we will use and nothing about yeah, I guess it's the best way to introduce someone to ONPASSIVE as a gift.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, it means so many things to all of us. But one thing that we can all say that we can all agree on, you're spot on there when you say ONPASSIVE is a gift. It's just a gift that say Ash Mufari is giving to humanity. I mean, in my lifetime, and surely I think in so many of us, we have never seen something like this. We have never come across an opportunity as huge as it is, and thinking that the company is still in its pre-launch stages. But as founders, we were introduced to this opportunity. Now we know so much, and really what we know, unfortunately, we cannot share enough with people who are on the outside, because people still not able to grasp what really we mean when we say ONPASSIVE is. It is a blessing. Mr. Ash Mufari himself. What can we really say about Mr. Ash Mufari?
Oh, I should not start. No, he is a wonderful human being, and that he has a golden heart and for humanity, for every one of us. So he sees something good in every single person, and that it's so special how he sees our mankind. And I mean, there are so many people up there who have a lot of money, and they don't share it the way they should share it. So they spread the wealth, so everyone will be fine, have water, and Ash cares about that, and that is one of a kind. So.
Well, absolutely. I always say that we just a little under 1 million founders now worldwide. When I checked this morning, I think we were 950,000 members in 12 countries. And I always say this, that all of us founders, there is not enough words that you can bring and say to thank Mr. Mofara enough for what he has done to firstly to us who have seen the vision, because now we see ourselves, we find ourselves in this position to be able to change communities and share this wonderful opportunity that is just one of those that come once in a lifetime, and really as Mr. Mofara, with his unselfishness, he's so selfless. He gives so much of his time. His family, they decided that, you know what, we have been doing this for such a long time, but we're doing it for companies who have got no viable products, companies that at some point they will fold up, and then people will be left wanting. So why don't we come together and then start something, that will last for generations and really, really change lives? It's just something that is unheard of, Kathy, Angie, sorry.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, all of us at some point, somebody came, and then that somebody told you about ONPASSIVE, introduced you to ONPASSIVE. And then now I always ask my guests all this question. What is it about the invitation, or what is it about ONPASSIVE when you first saw either the webinar, or either somebody spoke to you about it, or either you went to a live presentation? What is it about ONPASSIVE that said to you, that spoke to your inner self, saying that I'm joining this business? What made you join ONPASSIVE?
My mother introduced me to ONPASSIVE, and she was very excited about it, and I didn't get it in the beginning, like a lot of us. I mean, it's not easy to understand ONPASSIVE in one single webinar. You have to watch a few of webinars to catch the it's such a big business, and there's a lot of information, and you have to give it a chance. So I needed some webinars to understand the whole ONPASSIVE, and for me, the biggest point was when I saw Ash on a live corporate webinar, when I heard him speak, and you can see his honesty, his transparency, and all the love for humanity in his eyes. You can see it. You can see the love, and that catched me. And since that day, I'm absolutely addicted to ONPASSIVE. Yeah.
Wow. Well, it certainly is the same for all of us. When I was first introduced to ONPASSIVE, a friend of mine, we grew up together, we went to school together, those early days, and we call it primary school. I don't know why you guys call it in Germany, but we went to school together, and then she told me about ONPASSIVE. She said to me, here's an opportunity that I would love you to take a look at. She told me I must attend one of those Tuesday webinars, the guest webinars. And it was in 2020, like I said. I think it was somewhere in July, August. And then when I went to the webinar on Tuesday, I found that Marty Tigamo and Mike Ellis was speaking, was giving the presentation that day. When I first heard Marty introducing the opportunity, I listened to Mike Ellis speaking. in my mind, because we have this mindset. In my mind just went, oh, it's one of those, we're gonna be asked to join, training fee, then you must go and recruit. And I didn't sit through the whole presentation. I just made sort of an assumption that this is exactly what it was. But now, when my friend asked me the following day, how did you find the webinar last night? I had to lie and said, no, I watched it. It was awesome. And because of that, she said to me, yeah, okay, if you liked it that much, then now there's a live presentation. I think there was a following week or so, and Marina Favit was doing the live presentation. And I can promise you, when I went there, I was reluctant. I'm going to one of those again, but let me just go and listen what these people have to say, When I go to Dainfern, one of our suburbs in South Africa, Marina Favit gave the presentation. Oh man, I was blown away, I was blown away. I was like, wow, this is something, there's something there. And I can promise you, the day when I left the webinar, I was asking guys, where's the link? Where do I sign? Where do I join? And then immediately after that, obviously, like you said earlier, you cannot just watch one webinar and know what's happening, because this is a huge, huge thing on passive. So I had to go back to the back office and go back at the past webinars. That is when I saw Mr. Ash speaking. I saw his body language. I could see in his eyes, how genuine this man is, and that he really, really meant what he said about ONPASSIVE. And then from that day onwards, can promise you, I eat ONPASSIVE, I breathe ONPASSIVE, I sleep ONPASSIVE, everything is ONPASSIVE. Even my wife knows, when I just pick up my mobile and start looking for ONPASSIVE, I'm not going to be bothered. It's going to be ONPASSIVE all the way. I suppose it's the same for you as well.
Yeah, it is. But family has to live with that.
Yes.
ONPASSIVE first. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just incredible. And now that you've known about ONPASSIVE, my leader, you're the co-founder now.
Yeah.
What is it that has changed your perception about ONPASSIVE? Because I think when we all got into the business, firstly, we got in for the money value. We want to make money. You want to make money online. But I know that for so many of us, once we became members, what sort of shift happened for you? What changed?
What changed since I'm a founder?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because what I'm asking is, because I know that when we joined, obviously we wanted to come there for the money. We want to make money online. But now that we are founders, we know what's happening. We've seen Mr. Mofara speaking. I think there's been a shift in our mindset. So what has changed for you now that you know so much about ONPASSIVE?
So what you should know about me, that is, I have a general job. So that means I'm not a networker. I have nothing to do with online marketing. So for me, it didn't change anything about in this area, but for sure, I dream of having a different life in the future. I want to work for ONPASSIVE if possible, and I want to do a lot of projects. But that is all that changed in my life.
Yeah, no, really, absolutely. Because the reason why I asked this question is because I can speak for myself, and I think I'll speak for you as well, and a lot of other leaders, that when we were first introduced, when we joined, we the idea was to make money online, because we all want to make money online. But now, since I've joined ONPASSIVE, now that I've known about the vision that Mr. Mofara has, now it has actually shifted my focus on that, because now we know that the apples are there, as we call them. That is a done deal, is taken care of. Now we find ourselves with this company that is going to help us to change other people's lives, and change our communities, and the world as we see it. We are able now to dream, because we all have these dreams. Obviously, we all want to take care of ourselves. We want to take care, like our CEO says, firstly, fill your own tank. then there is just going to be so much excess that's going to come after you've taken care of yourself and those around you in a sense of the family. But now you start looking around and start know what can be done. There are homeless people, there are hungry people, there are poor people, people are going without fresh drinking water. And then now we are in a position to see that, oh my God, this is so much bigger than we thought. Here's a company that is really going to give us an opportunity to play a much bigger role than we ever expected. That's why I asked that question. So for you as well, I think it's the same.
Sure, absolutely. So I don't care. To be honest, I don't really care about the money. For me, it's to be honest, we met so many awesome people here in ONPASSIVE. We made a lot of contacts. We have become close friends, family. So that is priceless. That is valuable, and I'm looking forward to have the launch for helping people. Yeah, I have a lot of projects, and I can't wait to help people so we can uplift humanity. And for me, that's the main point. And yeah, that's the main point.
It certainly is, a main point for all of us, because now, like I'm saying, you just said it yourself, that now we no longer care about the money because we know that is taken care of with the done deal. The apples are going to be there. Obviously, the bigger we know, the more we sit on the webinars and then we hear our CEO talking about the plans and the ideas and what's going to be happening. Now we know that the apples are sorted. Now we are, like you're saying, it's a priceless experience. We've made so many good friends in ONPASSIVE. Here I am sitting with you. You are across Germany. I'm in South Africa. I have so many people that I've spoken to in the USA, in Africa. We are a part of this huge community of people who are thinking alike. People who value our friendship, and then we are so excited to know that once ONPASSIVE launches, oh my God, we are going to do so much to change humanity. And I know that we speak so much about poverty in Africa and all those other countries, but poverty is actually everywhere. I know that also in Germany there's probably something like that as well.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
we have a lot of problems, different problems in every single country. So if we just save or change one life, it would be good. Imagine we are 1 million founders, and we will probably change 1 million other lives, and so on and so on. So that it will be a positive wave that will sweep over the planet, and yeah.
Absolutely, it's going to be what you call a ripple effect, because each and every it looks like we're not saying anything. Please, I don't want anybody to quote us on this one next time. It looks like we might be launching with 1 million founders, because we're heading there. We just a little bit under 1 million. So if we can use the examples and say that if there's 1 million founders, it's like Mr. Ashmafara is saying, there's going to be 1 million Mother Teresas, 1 million people who are going to go out there with a mission to change the world. And then one founder, you've got your family around you, your friends, your extended family, your community. We're talking about one founder. And then if there's 1 million of us now in 212 countries, things are really going to start happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Wow. It's just incredible. So now, my leader, we know that ONPASSIVE, we always say that we have this portfolio of 50 plus products that we have, and we also know that they are being developed and manufactured by the best of the best in Hyderabad, India. That's where the best tech minds are. Everybody in IT will tell you that India technology, they are the best. So now we have those products that we're going to be launching, introducing to the world. But obviously, We're not going to be launching with all of them at one point. We're going to be launching with whatever amount. Then as we go, we want to start introducing them to the world. Now, out of those products, we also know that each and every one of those products can be a standalone business on its own. So those products for you, which one, I do not want to say is a favorite, but I would ask which one is the one product that you know that within line with what you want to do for your community and the lives that you want to touch. Which one of those products is the one that you can say, really, this one is the one that I'm going to take and run away with?
Oh, that's a tough question. There are a lot of. So, I prefer Academy, to be honest, because for me the education is that important on our planet. So everyone will have access to it, and so I think it's Academy. Yeah, but it's a lot of. I mean, oh bless, we need that for our crowdfunding. Sorry, and there are a lot of tools I will use. I want to use, and I especially get the size and the impact of ONPASSIVE during my job. I worked in the bank, and there we used a lot of programs to and it's not necessary. You have to pay so much money for the programs, and all staff will unify all these needed programs. And I mean, it's only one tool so the how's that word? Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I absolutely know that only all staff is one of the best products ever. It will change everything, and it's only one of 50. You know, that is how I understood ONPASSIVE the best way, with all staff, because every single company on this planet will need it. You have to do your personal management. You have to do the payroll or whatever. You will use all staff. And this will be the biggest entry for the companies, for our customers.
Oh, that is absolutely true. Because like we say, each of those products can easily be a standalone, business on its own. Now, certainly all staff, a lot of companies. I mean, for human resource management, all companies, have to have some sort of HR management, and then singling that particular product out. A lot of companies, that is true, are using all staff. We know that even our own company ONPASSIVE, that we are using all staff 100%. And then which company won't be excited to have a product that is going to be scalable, price wise, and then everything that is done by the technicians, is something. All our products are just going to be simplified, easy to use, no complications, and then they are going to be price wise as well. And the beautiful thing about our products also is that they are all integrated, they're all in one place. If you use this old stuff, obviously will be linked to OChat, OPA, because we know that OPA is used a lot in the office, where staff used to communicate, send emails to each other. And then we have all tracker that's going to be, tracking who visits our website. And I'm sure all companies will want to be interested to know who visits the website, and then the hackers and all that. So we really have, an arsenal of internet tools. And the beautiful thing is that is all under one umbrella. And then another thing that we need to talk about is the training fee. Well, what's your take? What can you say about the amount that is going to be paid to have this massive tools under one umbrella, my leader?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that, we also talk about the joining fee, or what it costs to become a member. So what can you tell us about that? Speak to our audience about how much it's going to cost us, and I mean, it's the money that is required to join and have access to this arsenal of tools. Is nothing compared to the value that people are going to get. So if you can just share with us that. Also, the subscription fee that we need to pay as founders to activate our subscriptions when the company goes to launch. If you can just take us through that and just chat to us about it.
So we know that we have to pay $97 for our founder position. That's all that is important now. I cannot say something about the activation fee because we don't know yet. So I don't want to say any amount because it's up to our CEO to announce the amount. So there will be an amount that is payable for everyone, and it's in if you think about what you. I don't know if you never worked in a big company where you saw the amounts you have to pay for the licenses for the programs, you cannot imagine what big difference is there for the companies. It's a big difference if you pay $10,000 a month for the needed programs, or you pay, let's say, $250 or $500 per month. That's a big difference. That is all I can say about amounts.
Yeah, it is absolutely. And then I always say this when I'm speaking to my guests, and usually when I speak to everyone about ONPASSIVE, that most of us, if not all of us, we know the costs that are associated with starting a new business. And I mean, I've got a retail business that I'm doing. I import shoes, in Europe, and then I bring it to South Africa, and that is costly. There are logistics. I have to pay for flight tickets. I have to pay for hotel accommodation. I need to go and then have money to travel, use public transport in those countries. So I have an idea, sort of how much it costs to start a business, the logistics. But now we're not talking about a small business in a corner there. I like it the way our leader Rato Shadare says, we're not starting an ice cream shop where we just have to choose the flavors and sell to the public. This is a huge company. This is a huge that we're doing something that has never been done. It's a first firstly to have so many products under one umbrella that are all going to be integrated for use on the internet, and those products are going to be better than what already exists, because we know that already some people use some products that are similar to what we're going to be bringing to the public. But our engineers, they went and they make them better. They make them price-wise, and then simplicity, to use, because nobody wants to use difficult things that are complicated, that you need to learn about this, learn about that. So ONPASSIVE is going to give out all those products, and they're going to be all easy to use. And like you said, that costing a business is money. And then the price point to become a founder of ONPASSIVE, it's just ridiculous. It's the other day, Charles Oswald was saying that, it's like a price for dinner for two, $97 US. You can easily pay it when you're having dinner for two people, and then that's it. But if it gives you an opportunity to become a part of something this big, really, people should start thinking about looking at it and looking into this business, and really think about joining us. Now, my leader, now that you've spoken about all that, we've covered why you join ONPASSIVE, what ONPASSIVE is to you, and then our audience that is listening, someone who's sitting out there, they always watch these videos we do. What advice can you give to them? Say, you know what? Here's an advice that I can give to the audience about ONPASSIVE. What sort of advice can you give to someone who's sitting and listening to us, watching us now? Somebody who's just sitting on a fence, somebody who has never heard about ONPASSIVE, or somebody who has heard about ONPASSIVE but still not sure whether it should come in or not. What advice can you give, my leader, about that?
You have to listen to our CEO. So I guess that's the important thing. So you get the vision about ONPASSIVE and the possibility of ONPASSIVE, because it will change our planet in different ways. The marketing, the tools. Even if you are just a private person and you don't need a tool for your business, you can use the tools for other things, or you can build up a business. Why not? You can do that with all the money you will have. We will be fine. There will be an income and we will be fine. So it's for everyone on this planet, no matter which person, where you live. And I would listen to the webinars with Ash, so you can catch the vision. That's the important thing. For me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because once you listen to Mr. Mosiooa, oh my God, I've never heard somebody who can touch you with a speech like Mr. Mosiooa does. He genuinely touches you. You can genuinely feel, the emotions that he has, that he has invested into this business. You can really see that here is someone who really, really cares about humanity, who really, really wants to make a difference in the world. We hear so many stories about Mr. Mosiooa. The one that I heard, was his banker, once asked him, and he said, the banker says to Mr. Mosiooa, Ash, do you know with what you're doing now with ONPASSIVE, when it launches, you can easily become the wealthiest man in the planet. And then I just have one question for you. Why are you sharing this with so many people? And the answer that Mr. Mosiooa gave is mind-boggling. He simply just said, why shouldn't I? Why should I not share it? Why should I not? Because I believe there is enough for everyone. There's just enough for everybody. If you can just share, there is no need for a child to walk to school for miles with no proper shoes. There is no reason for people to go to bed hungry. No reason for people to drink contaminated water. There is just enough for everybody. So why should I not share? So that is our CEO. That is mind-boggling. Hey.
It is. You're right.
It is. My leader, it is absolutely a pleasure to be sitting here and chatting with all leaders across the globe about ONPASSIVE. I try not to keep it long, because what you want to do is to catch the people's attention. People don't want them to sit and start losing attention. So yeah, I really, really do thank you for joining me today. I thank you for your time. I know that everybody's busy. I also know that, you also got a full-time job that you're doing. And I thank you for allocating this 35 minutes or so to us and the people of South Africa and people of the globe, because ONPASSIVE is a global company. So we trust and we hope that when we speak about, when we speak in these meetings, these interviews, people can take the messages to heart and really, really take a look at ONPASSIVE and not just dismiss it as something that, like other things that were there before, because that people were scammed. A lot of companies came and they promised people this and that. So people now have become skeptical. But we appeal to them to listen to what we have to say. We're not saying there was joy in ONPASSIVE, because in ONPASSIVE we do not recruit, we do not sell anything. What we're doing is we're just sharing the opportunity. So my leader, I thank you so much, and I would like to give you just last words before we say goodbye. Anything that you want to add, you might have forgotten, just your last words, and then we say goodbye.
Okay. If you are not a founder yet, you should really, really give it a chance. I know it's sometimes not that easy to trust people, or I absolutely understand that. In the beginning, I was skeptical too, but if you catch it, only a little bit, you will be that curious, and you just have to let it in. So if you feel it in your heart, you will see that it's a transparent and honest opportunity. So you will not lose anything. It's only a little amount if you compare it to that what you will get. So we support each other on the whole planet. We are a global community. We are 1 million founders, nearly.
Almost,
And
yes.
almost, yeah, sorry. So I love every single day with ONPASSIVE. I'm 24/7 working for it, and I love it. So yeah, that's all I would say. So thank you, Calvin, for your invitation.
My leader, I thank you for accepting the invitation. And I know for some of us it's not actually easy to be sitting on these live presentations.
Yeah.
But you know, like I say, that we with ONPASSIVE, you know, it becomes easy because we're just speaking from the heart. You know, we're just speaking and sharing the love that we have for ONPASSIVE. It's not like any other interview where you have to be interviewed and then you have to rehearse and practice your answers. Here we just talking from the heart. It's a company that we love so much. You know, we're doing all that we can so that other people can get the message before it is too late. So I thank you so much. I trust and hope that you enjoy your day further, and then we'll certainly be sending another invitation to you because there is so much that still needs to be done. When ONPASSIVE launches, we need to speak now about what's happening in ONPASSIVE, share the products with our people, and then just show them that here are the products that we were always talking about for the past 3 years. You know, here they are. Show them how they work. You know, just sort of, you know, take them to the direction where the company is going. So another invitation will be coming. So you must always check your inbox. Invitation will be coming again very soon. Thank you so much, Magida. I thank you. God bless you. God bless your heart. Let me just say goodbye to the audience, and then we leave it at that. My brothers and sisters, my fellow South Africans, to all who are watching us all over the globe, we thank you so much for the time that we spent with you. It is always an honor and a privilege to be sharing these messages with you. We thank you, whatever that you decide. You take a look at ONPASSIVE, you become a part of us. God bless you. You decide ONPASSIVE is not for you. God bless you. We wish you all in what you're going to be doing. Thank you so much. Calvin Mosiooa from South Africa with Enyi Han from Germany. We love you. Goodbye. That's all we have time for today. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye, Lida. Thank you. See you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
My pleasure. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.